Once upon a time, in a sleepy little town named Harmonyville, there lived a man named Joe. Joe worked as a toilet cleaner and janitor in the aging Harmonyville shopping mall, a job that seemed to have a never-ending supply of unpleasant surprises. Every day, Joe trudged to work with a heavy heart, the gloomy atmosphere of the mall mirroring his own mental state. The floor tiles were chipped, the fluorescent lights flickered, and the patrons of the mall rarely smiled. It was as if the entire mall was stuck in a perpetual state of melancholy. One fateful day, while Joe was taking a stroll through the town park during his lunch break, he stumbled upon a small, dusty book that someone had carelessly left behind on the bench. The cover bore the title, 3 Prescriptions for Happiness by Ken Keyes Jr. Curiosity aroused, Joe sat down to read the book. The 3 prescriptions struck him like a lightning bolt of inspiration. As he read more of the book, the words began to resonate with him. The first prescription struck a chord. Ask for what you want, but do not demand it. Joe had always been too timid to voice his desires, fearing rejection. That very evening, he mustered the courage to ask his boss for an extra broom to make his cleaning duties a bit easier. Surprisingly, his request was granted, and he felt a glimmer of hope. But it wasn't just about the broom. Joe realized that he had to ask for more in life, not just from his job, but from himself. He has to learn to ask for what he wants, but not demand it, even from himself. So he began to ask himself what would truly make him happy, and began taking small steps towards those goals. The second prescription for happiness. Accept whatever happens. For now. Proved to be a tougher challenge. Joe continued his work, but he tried to accept the grimy toilets, overflowing sinks, and rude customers with a newfound sense of detachment. He realized that, for now, this was his reality. He couldn't change it overnight. This shift in mindset lightened his emotional load. The third prescription, turn up your love, even if you do not get what you want, was the most transformative for Joe. He decided to sprinkle kindness wherever he went. He greeted shoppers with a warm smile and offered assistance when he could. His cheerful attitude began to melt the icy attitude of the mall's patrons, and a surprising thing began to happen. People would come to the mall not just to shop, but to connect with Joe and each other. One day, as Joe was mopping the floor of the mall, a customer named Sarah struck up a conversation with him. They laughed about the mall's quirks and shared stories about their lives. Joe's newfound friend Sarah was a graphic designer who had always dreamed of opening her own boutique in the mall. She had her doubts, however, and that's when Joe shared the 3 prescriptions for happiness that he had learned. Sarah was intrigued and found herself drawn to Joe's cheerful attitude. Sarah took his advice to heart. She approached the mall management with a proposal, asking for a small place to start her boutique. She accepted the uncertainty of the outcome and turned up her love for her craft and her customers. Much to her surprise and delight, the management agreed, and Sarah's boutique soon became a hit. Joe, who had once been the saddest soul in the mall, had now become the happiest. His job wasn't glamorous, but his newfound outlook in life had transformed his world. he continued to spread love and kindness, making Harmonyville Mall a place where people didn't just shop, they came to feel happy. And so the old mall in the small town of Harmonyville underwent a quiet transformation. It became a place where people asked for what they wanted, but did not demand it. Accepted the present for now, and learned to turn up their love, even if they weren't getting what they wanted. And it all started with a humble toilet cleaner named Joe, who found the secret to happiness in the most unexpected place. In the end, it was not just Joe's life that changed. The entire town of Harmonyville was transformed into a place where happiness was not just a destination, but a way of life.